wonderful cause. And I know that you're all excited for our next run. I'm all excited for our next run, so I'm so excited to tell you that it's ready. Please join me in welcoming MsTruffles with an any percent run of Simona's Requiem. MsTruffles, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to present to you one of my favorite runs today, which is Simona's Requiem. As you can tell by the name, it's very inspired by old Castlevania games, especially Simona's, not Simona's Quest, but Simon's Quest. So I'm gonna explain all the little mechanics during the run, all the lore, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do a long introduction. Gonna delay this, and I'm gonna do a countdown for the run. So starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And thanks for the good luck in chat. So the starting point of this game is this dialogue between Simona, the Reaper, and this weird entity made of skulls. It's basically your boss, which is giving you some missions, and apparently Simona is not doing a great job at succeeding her missions, so she has one last mission before probably getting a bad punishment, and her mission right now is to take the soul of the Kingfisher. And so this is our quest. We'll try to meet the Kingfisher at the end of the game. So as you can see, the pace is fairly slow, like old Castlevania game. As I said, it's very inspired by Simon's Quest. It's also a Metroidvania, even though there are not a lot of RPG mechanics. Basically like Simon's Quest, if I'm not wrong. And also a bit of exploration. But you will see that we will get a lot of new upgrades during the round, and some glitches will help us. There's one especially I'm gonna explain already. You can sometimes feel like I'm doing a double jump. You can see the little cloud of dust in the air, but that's actually not a real double jump. I don't have the double jump upgrade yet. So what I'm doing is just pressing very quickly the jump button twice, and that's actually a double jump glitch. So that's really useful. That really changed the entire run, basically, and that was discovered by Mr. Double Play. It really changed the entire run. You will see a lot of new stuff which were discovered thanks to that. But for now, you won't see the craziest thing. For now, I'm just slashing some enemies. You can see they are dropping little yellow things which are EXP. You can gain some levels, but that only max your HP. And the red orbs are for HP. Also, you can see sometimes that during screen transition, I'm jumping, so that gives me a little bit of movement during the screen transition, and sometimes for some setup, it can be good. So I'm gonna be careful on this room, which is called Red Cave, because it can be tricky sometimes. I'm gonna do one skip here after this weird enemy. Okay, I had to jump here. Sometimes I can only take the damage boost and I'm fine. But it went well. Those enemies, as you can see, every time you hit them, they are going back in their shell. And here, for instance, I'm just doing very quickly jump and attack, so it's the fastest way to do this part. They can be annoying sometimes if your timing is not amazing, but so far the first part went pretty smoothly. I will be entering the first dungeon, which is Crypt, which has some pretty technical platforming sometimes. Platforming in this game can be very difficult when you're playing the game for the first time. Thankfully, double jump glitch will help us here. Especially this first room, there was one infamous jump which I used to find very difficult. Up here you will see. Enjoy the dancing zombies, by the way.
That is a very fun animation. They kind of look like they're wearing onesies and they look really cozy, and I'm a little jealous right now.
That's not wrong, actually.
Wait, they actually are? I love this game.
I mean, that probably looks like this. I like the idea. So this is where I should be careful about jumps. Next jump here, I have a little setup to do it. It doesn't look like anything difficult, but for real, I've lost a lot of runs to this jump when I first started doing it. Some jumps can be very tight. I should have jumped above you. Not know why I killed you. And my second monitor is not doing great. Again, I'm using this little strat where I jump and then do attack. And as you could saw, I just got the first upgrade, which is the double jump upgrade. The real one, actually, so you can imagine that I can combine the double jump glitch and the real double jump and get a triple jump. And this is where it's gonna start be very interesting. Taking a hit here is fine. Sometimes it happens, sometimes not. I can't tell when it should happen. That's a bit weird. This section is not a problem, to be honest. There is only that sometimes I'm just mixing it up because my timing is not good. There we go. Sometimes I eat the spikes here because I'm too impatient.
Waiting and patiently as a speedrunner is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, it's mostly on this dungeon that you will see those. Oops, I did a mistake here. You will see those moving platforms, and there's one which is interesting. The vertical ones gives you a big momentum boost on your jump, but you can actually wait a little bit before. Like this, you don't see me jumping immediately, which is great, or it would be very precise, to be honest. I will see. Okay, the skeleton is moving in this way, so I'm gonna hit it once and then skip it. I forgot to do the triple jump. It was much tighter than it should have been. And on the right here will be almost the first boss, actually, which is Death Mask. By far the easiest boss in the game. You see the strategy is not hard. I'm gonna give you though a little sound warning because for some reason this boss has one very loud noise when it shot a laser roughly 10 seconds after the start of the fight. So little warning for that, and that's the first time I missed this timing. I was too excited. So this is a laser, it's surprisingly loud compared to the rest, and the strategy here is you stay to the right and the laser won't do anything to you. You can just do aerial combos like that, not even bother about the fireball, and that's it. Please grab the thing. I got bad orangey again. I got bad orangey on practice too. So yeah, basically when you kill a boss, they will drop a key item. You need 3 key items to unlock the castle of the Kingfisher. You can grab it on the first frame they spawn most of the time, but it seems like it's not the same for this key item, and it can drop very high in the room, and obviously that's not what you want to see. Next part is... last year wasn't too bad actually. Yeah, they probably turned down the volume for that. So this is the bridge. I'm just gonna do some pretty tight jump above the mermaid here, but you can actually read some dominations or save other things. This is a very chill part of the run.
Got it. So again, chat !donate is your command to get that link to donate. And when you're donating, consider putting your donation towards those hidden songs for Citus Alpha. Citus Alpha is coming up in just a few runs from now, and we're currently at $190 out of the needed 300 to unlock the hidden songs. This is a rhythm game. If you've ever seen a rhythm game, you know their showcases are fantastic. If you've ever seen bonus songs on a rhythm game, you know those are some of the best ones in the entire set. So definitely get your donations in and make sure to put it towards that Citus Alpha incentive.
Okay, so this is the second part before the second dungeon. Again, this is another fairly chill room. There are only the dancing zombies here, which, yeah, they can be annoying sometimes. Getting the right timing is not the easiest thing, to be honest. At least the second wave of zombies was better. And on the second screen, I'm gonna try to do a pretty nice skip, which was unlocked thanks to triple jump. There we go. So there is a block here which can be destroyed. I'm hitting it twice. And then I'm using the arrow shot by this archer to bounce on it, something like that. You have a little vertical momentum boost when hitting an enemy in the air, or even an arrow like this. So it was pretty nice. So this is the second dungeon of the game, which is Clock Tower. Sounds familiar. And while for the most part of the run's history, it was not the hardest dungeon. As you can see, I'm struggling to do this skip. My god. I'm gonna get it.
You got this. I believe in you. Yay, let's go.
Thank you for believing me. So yeah, triple jumps allows you to skip this the part on the left by jumping on this what's the name of that again? My English is not working today, it seems like.
The gear, the triple jump,
Yeah.
there were a lot of things that were happening there. There's a beautiful sunset in the background.
Yeah, that was a gear actually. So it's actually not an easy skip to do, but I really struggled on this one. Thankfully the second one I'm gonna do, which is here, is much easier. Shouldn't have done that, by the way. There you go. The other one is much harder. I usually do it in 3 tries, but I've done much more this time.
You still got it though.
Yeah.
Something else we're close to getting is that Citus Alpha incentive. Sorry, we're just $10 away now. We got a $100 donation coming through from our previous runner, Mooware, who says, "Thank you everyone for working for a good cause. Time to get comfy and watch some fun runs." And one, yes, this run is very fun. Lots of fun runs. And two, that brings us within $10 of that incentive. So we are so close to making that one happen.
Let's go. So I just got the second upgrade of the game, which is the dash. And another runner of this game, Uchida, actually discovered that doing a short jump and then I'm trying to triple jump here, and then doing the dash and doing that process over and over again is the fastest way to move in the game. So from now I'm gonna do that a lot. I messed that up again. Yeah, by the way, there is an optional upgrade in the game, which is not required for the any percent. which is named Fire Aspect. I've messed that up too. This room is a nightmare for real, for runners. So yeah, this is Fire Aspect, which basically just gives you better damages. We don't need that in the any percent run, and you have to do a big detour to get it, so we are not getting that in any percent, only for 100%. Also, fun escape. That's it. You just do a triple jump and a dash, and that's it. You just skip the entire room. This is the second boss, which is Time Lord. This one is a little bit more stressful because you will see in the arena, sorry, that you're above the void, and if you fall into the void, you will have to redo the entire fight again. Okay, so this is the first phase, and there will be a little drone thing spawning here. It was a pretty bad spot, but that's gonna be fine. Not the fastest boss, but I messed up something in the beginning. But at least it didn't reset, so that's the most important thing.
Very nice.
So very soon you will see the biggest skip in the game, which is named Blue Cave Skip, and it's not even that hard to perform. Basically, you can skip an entire section of the game. Do you remember Red Cave, which was in one room? Here you have 3 rooms of Blue Cave, but if you triple jump here, you can go above the ceiling, continue dashing like this. I'm gonna have to just do a double jump here. And I will have a little visual cue here. 1, 2, 3, 4 dashes. And I activated the trigger for the next part of the game, the next area.
Whoa, that was awesome.
And there will be another skip, which is the hardest skip in the game, probably, which I've discovered. This is a mini boss. Oh, first try, I didn't even have the time to explain it. So I discovered that you can triple jump on a hitbox of this boss, and you can stand on it and just skip it. This is roughly 15 to 20 seconds time save. So this is a very big downfall. Nothing here to see, only 45 seconds to wait. So this is another great time for you, Charbonnet, to say anything.
You got it. I want to remind everyone why the money we're raising here today makes such a difference. This is always a hard topic to talk about, but it's so crucial that we can support the community. So the Trevor Project's mission is to end LGBTQ youth suicide. LGBTQ youth are more than 4 times as likely to attempt suicide than their peers. 56% of LGBTQ young people who wanted mental health care in the past year were not able to get it. Having at least one accepting adult can reduce the risk of suicide attempts among LGBTQ young people by 40%. This is life-saving money that we're raising here. This is life-changing for youth who are out there and who are struggling with themselves, with who they are, and not finding that acceptance from their peers, from their family. This group does such an amazing job of supporting those out there who are looking for that support, who need that support. And all of you supporting us, supporting them, you're making a difference too. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. So this part here used to be one of the worst parts in the run. This is the underworld. And thanks to triple jump, I'm able to skip like the worst part of this room. So this is pretty amazing. This is the probably by far the hardest dungeon of the game. At the very least, casually. I don't think you have seen that, by the way, before, because I've skipped the entire blue cave, but those orbs as you can see here, you can use them to, as I said before, get a little momentum boost. I can skip all of them almost thanks to triple jump, but before that we had to use them, and sometimes they are not really reliable, to be honest with you. So I'm glad that now triple jump Even though it requires a bit of execution, it's much better now to skip all of that. Oh, that's something I've almost never failed before. There we go. Sometimes triple jumping can be tiring for my hands, so I'm starting to drop a lot of inputs. And there will be 2 here. There we go. Those ones are a bit tight. This room here is a bit boring, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a bit early for another time for you, Sharp Bunny. If maybe you have a comment to say about the game. I don't know.
I just think it looks weirdly cozy, and I'm also really glad that my boss is not a collection of floating skulls. I've been thinking about my manager ever since you started with that, and I'm just really thankful that, you know, a little more supportive than I think this game does.
Yeah, your boss in this game is a bit ominous, but yeah, you actually said something pretty interesting. This game is actually very chill to play, even though some platforming can be a bit difficult. There's a very cozy uh, atmosphere to this game. I really like the OST of this game. I think this really makes a difference. So this is the second part of this dungeon. It can be a bit tricky sometimes. I had some troubles yesterday while practicing. Hopefully it will go better today. Again, triple jumping to skip a pretty annoying part where you will have to wait for cycles and stuff. Hopefully I'm not gonna miss a cycle here. Should be fine, yeah. I'm already ahead, so we are good. I knew I shouldn't have done that.
It's
Okay.
always so tempting, though. You just want to save the time. We're going fast.
Yeah. You either take the hit from this weird Medusa head thing or take the hit by the laser. Also, you should, in casual playthrough, you should hit those kind of flying enemies here to go on this platform, but you can triple jump. Easy. So this is First Custodian, the third boss of the game, and I'm gonna do a precise sequence of hits. This is 3 to 1, another 3 to 1. I'm taking the hits on purpose as well. Another 3 to 1, and hopefully I'm gonna get 4 hits here. 3 to so that's gonna take a little bit more time, because when the screen is shaking here, you can't move at all unless you have done a double jump before and hit during the screen shake. But that's fine. Could have been much worse. Sometimes when things goes very wrong, it can be very easy to die here. We are going back into the underworld and almost at the last place of the game. And there will be a lot of things to say because the last place of the game can be very trolly sometimes. By the way, I unlock another upgrade which allows me to teleport to any signs in the game, because when you drop into the, you know, this very big pit just before the underworld, you can't go back to the rest of the game unless you get this upgrade. So you don't have any way to teleport before this part of the game. There's a little chill part here with little piano, that's pretty chill. I'm just dashing my way through the castle of the Kingfisher, which will be very dangerous because there will be a lot of damage boost, and sometimes it goes very wrong. Yeah, I took two hits here instead of one. So I'm gonna be careful on the next damage boost. Gonna take it slowly. As soon as I'm taking the hit, I'm dashing. This one I'm usually take it safely, because here it can go very wrong. By the way, sorry if you don't see much things. I don't see much things either. Okay, I'm on a good cycle for this enemy at least. That's a great thing. Waiting for this cycle. Okay, actually, I'm very happy because for some reason this part is really cursed for me, because I'm dropping a lot of inputs and failing triple jumps. And I think I only missed one, which is better than most of the time. I don't know why you have so much trouble with this part of the castle. Now I'm safe, by the way. I'm done with the hardest part of this dungeon, which is pretty short, by the way. And I can enjoy this great music, the best music in the game, in my opinion. I'm gonna take the hit from this goat. Okay, actually not. Just a bit more dashes and we will meet Kingfisher. Upstairs here. Kingfisher is a more technical boss than the others. We'll see, it's not very talkative. The goal of this boss here is to basically I don't have the word again, but you're not supposed to hit it in the air. And we used to use a dash in the air, wait a little bit like this to do this circular attack. But now we also have the triple jump to help us. You will say that it's very Dracula-like. When it does this attack on the ground, I'm dashing in his direction to do another attack. It's in the air, it's harder because you have to have a good timing for that. Yeah, that's a bit far away. So far it's going pretty well, to be honest. Oh, I got hit by the fireball here. One additional hit was possible. In casual, this boss is very, very long, especially if you don't have the optional upgrade fire aspect. Okay, I should be careful now, though. Okay. Because I don't know if I have one hit remaining or two. Okay. Really? Oh, that's right, I forgot that little thing. The hitbox is still active, but I reassure you, if the boss is dead, even though you die at the same time, we are good.
Oh gosh, gave me a heart attack there for a second. I'm glad that worked out.
The first time it happened, I almost had an heart attack as well. And here is the real final boss named After Darkness, and this is the real problem of the run, because this boss is RNG. And yesterday it wasn't great with me. First phase is fine, but okay, that's good RNG. You want to see this slamming attack on the ground like this, and the best hits you can get when you do it well is 10 hits, but yeah, you have also this attack, and you want to have the right attack. Okay, starting to understand that I'm in a speedrunning marathon right now. And here I wasn't well positioned. Please do something. Thank you. I don't know if it will. Oh my god.
Just watch him dodge all the way across the screen there for a bit. It's like, oh, come on.
So I'm gonna say it, that never happened before. This triple ground attack like this, that really never happened before. I had twice yesterday, which was also never happened before.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
This boss is very, very buggy. It could have been a death if I wasn't lucky. So I'm glad it didn't happen, but yeah.
We're
Wow.
coming up on the end though, right? Time's coming up soon.
Yeah. So basically, here you're in the mind of Kingfisher and you're trying to basically save him. We are gonna talk about that a little bit soon. What I'm doing, I'm not going the right way. I practiced that yesterday. Now I'm forgetting where I should go.
I mean, this is a literal maze.
Yeah. But to be honest, there was a PB potential on the last hit on the Kingfisher. If I didn't died, that was a thank you for the frame drop game. I never have that.
Oh, lovely. It just wants as much screen time as possible. It wants that
Yeah.
spotlight.
So I can explain the entire thing. So yeah, I had a PB potential after the last hit of the boss, but yeah, it didn't happen. By the way, time is coming up. Time. Sorry, I was just rambling. So yeah, it could have been PB if I didn't died when Kingfisher died, but there was this frame drop anyway. That's still a great run though. I'm glad I got sub 31 on the marathon. That's pretty great.
Right, that was fantastic. GG's.
Yeah, only one death, which was a bit unfortunate, but at the same time, that's a bit funny to showcase. That's something that can happen. And yeah, at least the Orangeon, the final boss was fine. It was much better than yesterday, but still, there was this triple ground attack at the end, which I never seen before. That was pretty wild. Thanks for the GG's in chat. So to explain what is happening right now, there is a little discussion between Simona and the Kingfisher, and basically Kingfisher is starting to have regrets about not really taking care about his kingdom and just being possessed by a dark and evil power. And seeing the regrets, Simona decides to spare him actually, instead of taking his soul. So that's a good ending for Kingfisher. But if you remember, as we talked about before, Simona has this weird boss entity thing with a swarm of skulls, and you have a little cutscene at the end where she says that she didn't take the soul of the Kingfisher. Obviously, her boss is not happy at all. But it seems like she will get punished, but at the same time, she will also get another mission. So maybe a sequel. I mean, the team dev which made this game is named Team Simona, so hopefully a new game. I would love to see that because this is a really special game for me. This is one of my main speedrun. I really love it. Yeah, I would love to see more people joining this run. You can definitely contact me to ask some question about the game. Also, the cat is talking in the cutscenes. That's so cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, best NPC in the game. And yeah, I would love to see more people joining this amazing run. There's probably a lot of other things to discover. There are a lot of glitches that are for now useless in the run, but hopefully will be useful. So I would like, before ending, to do few shoutouts. First, a shout out to Uchida, who really wanted to commentate with me today, but sadly he couldn't be here today. But he's one of the people who really made this run even more impressive and better. yeah, you also have done a Pride version of Simona, and I really, really appreciate it. That was really lovely. It means a lot to me. Another shout out to Mr. Double Plays, who discovered the triple jump glitch, which really redefined the run. And just few shout outs to uh, my community, everyone in chat supporting me, my girlfriend supporting me too, and yeah, all my friends as well. And thank you also, Shabani, for being here. It was lovely to run this game with you hosting.
Oh, thanks. It's been really fun to spend time with you on this game and see this incredible showcase.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, I think that's it for me today. So I hope you will enjoy the next runs. Good luck to next runners. I know you will be running a game later today or tomorrow. I don't remember, but good luck to you too, Shabani.
Thank you. Yeah, way later today, I'll be back with Love 3. But for
Yeah.
now, thanks again to you, MsTruffles. This was a really fun one to watch. Chat, please give one more round of applause for this incredible speedrun. We are going to get set up for our next run. Our next run is going to be a 3-person pinball score tournament. So if you haven't seen one of those before, or you haven't seen high-level pinball, definitely going to want to stick around. But for now, time for us to take a break. We'll get everything ready, and then we'll be back again soon. Thanks, everyone. Hello again, everyone. This is Power Up with Pride 2023 benefiting the Trevor Project. If you'd like to help us support that amazing cause, you could donate by using !donate in the chat, and you can also check out the schedule using !schedule. But if you don't want to do that and you're wondering, coming up next is going to be an incredible 3-person Zaccaria pinball showcase. This is something where if you haven't seen high level pinball, I would highly, highly recommend sticking around to check this one out. It's going to be quite the adventure. With this, again, we are raising money for the Trevor Project. And if you're not familiar with that charity, the Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and mental health organization for LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. Their 24/7 phone lifeline, chat, and text. They also run Trevor Space, the world's largest safe space social networking site for LGBTQ youth, and operate innovative education, research, and advocacy programs. They do so many incredible things in so many incredible ways, and I really love that they try to meet people where they're at. I know I'm one of those people who, if I have to make a phone call for an appointment, I might put that off all day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, because calling someone on the phone stresses me out just a little bit. So the fact that they have things like Trevor Chat, which is a crisis service for youth that prefer to talk via online instant messenger, or Trevor Text, which is a crisis service via text for youth that prefer texting on their phones, is fantastic. If someone's in crisis, making it as easy as possible for them to reach out for help is such an incredible thing to do. So really great cause. All of the donations that you've sent in are going towards that, and that's over $4,000. We're at $4,279 so far this event, and we're not done. We've got all of today, all of tomorrow, plenty more speedruns to come up and show. And for a lot of those speedruns, we do have different incentives that you can donate towards as well. We've already unlocked a couple of them for Zaccaria Pinball. We're going to get to see Devil Riders and Farfalla, a couple different incredible maps. Farfalla being one of my favorites. It's very beautiful. It sounds like it's difficult, but I honestly just like the pretty colors. I'm really looking forward to everyone getting to see that alongside me. But we are still working towards unlocking a few other things today. The next one coming up is going to be those hidden songs in Citus Alpha. Citus Alpha is a rhythm game that will be performed by Zello, and we have the option to add some hidden songs in, which are some of the most difficult that Citus Alpha has to offer. We are just $10 away from that $300 that we need to see that happen, which is so close, and I would love to meet that before the end of my shift tonight. So if anyone wouldn't mind helping us get there, that'd be fantastic. And again, I always got to call out one of my personal favorites. Super Mario Odyssey will be coming up much later today, and we can add a showcase for Dark and Darker Side. Now, if you're not familiar with Super Mario Odyssey, this adds extra gameplay to the event, which means more marathon, which is always a great thing. And on a personal note, those two parts of the moon happen to have a lot more bunnies than the rest of the game. When I played that game for the first time and I got to the dark side of the moon, I spent 15 minutes straight taking pictures of bunnies. So if you would also like to see just an overwhelming amount of rabbit on your stream today, you'll want to help us get donations in for that one. We're currently at $205 out of the needed $500. At $250, we unlock Dark Side. At $500, we unlock Darker Side. So only $45 away from that dark side with all of those rabbits. And of course, more Mario gameplay. I know I'm super hyped about Mario right now after seeing the Nintendo Direct this week. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's thinking in wahoos for a little bit so far today. We also have plenty of Bid Wars as well. The next one coming up for that is going to be the Mega Man 2 soundtrack choice between Crunchy or Smooth. I'll be honest, I have no additional details besides Crunchy or Smooth, but Crunchy's currently winning with $100. So if you'd like to extend that lead a little bit for the Crunchy soundtrack, or you'd like to smooth things out a little bit, maybe take it down to a relaxing sort of cadence, then please make sure to get your donations in. And again, that is !donate in the chat. So !donate gets you the link to donate. And then on that donation page on the right side, you can see all of those open incentives, all of those open bid wars, and you can choose any of them to put your donation towards. And of course, when you're donating, you can leave a comment. Then I get to see the comment, and then I get to read the comment and share it with everyone. And that makes me so excited. So, plenty of great reasons to donate, from the incredible cause to the incredible games today to just sharing words with the world, just saying hi to everyone. Of course, thank you to everyone for being here as well. The fact that you're all here with us in what for me is a very early morning, but what for you may be a more reasonable time, it's much appreciated. Another group we appreciate is the Yeti. I know that these t-shirts have been staring at me all events so far from this break screen. So I'm excited to say that Power Up with Pride has partnered with the Yeti to bring you shirts based on various runs throughout the event. These awesome designs will only be around as long as the marathon is, so make sure you pick them up now. $5 from each shirt sale goes directly to the Trevor Project. Visit theyeti.com to check them all out. That's theyeti.com, which is THEYETEE. And I love what the Yeti does, where you get cool shirts, you get to feel awesome about things, you get to rep the event, and money goes back to the Trevor Project. It's going back to this cause that we're all here raising money for. So thank you again so much, everyone, for contributing there. And hey, maybe you want to get even more involved. Maybe you're going, what else can I do to help with this cause? It sounds fantastic. There is a wide range of ways to volunteer with the Trevor Project across the country. If you're interested in becoming a crisis counselor to support LGBTQ young people through their text or chat services, or helping with their advocacy work in your home state, visit them at www.thetrevorproject.org/get-involved. That'll be get-involved. If you live in New York City or Los Angeles, you can also sign up to be trained as a crisis counselor on Trevor Lifeline, their 24/7 phone line for young people in crisis. You can also support their work by donating at www.thetrevorproject.org/donate. Or again, !donate in chat. We made it even easier. You don't have to type any URLs into your search bar in order to get to that donation link to support the event and the wonderful cause that we have. And if you've missed any of the runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Twitter or joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in chat. Stay tuned again. We're getting set up for our next run. I'm going to just take a quick look at the schedule. We've got Zacharia Pinball. Next up after that is going to be Wizards and Warriors 3 Kuros Visions of Power. And then we get to that Sidus Alpha Rhythm Run and then Lava Lana Remake, Puyo Puyo Su. And there's so many more incredible games today. But again, while we're getting set up for Pinball, go ahead and take a break. We'll be back again soon. Hello again, everyone. Hope you're staying cozy and hydrated as we get set up for pinball. While we're doing that, I have a little bit of information to share with you about this upcoming run. So, the tables that we're using were made by Italian company Zaccaria, and these were made for the European market and are thus very rarely seen in the USA outside of this digital pinball game. So if you're a pinball fan, you might still not have seen these machines because they really aren't in the US that often. Or if you're in Europe, maybe you've seen them all the time. But we're going to get a whole decade's worth of tables here. And again, we'll have 3 different people showcasing each one. So you get to see a range of different approaches. You get to see the different ways that people tackle these tables. And the years that we're going to be covering are going to be 1974 through 1986, which is just really cool to see. If anyone can name which tables are from 1974 too, bonus points to you, because there's quite a few ones that we're going to get to show off. Each one of them has their own style. Each one of them has different setups and organizations. So it's going to be really cool to see how the different players adjust and what different strategies they have to take on as they go through the different tables that we're going to see. My only real experience with pinball was Pokemon Pinball back for the Game Boy Color. Shout outs to that game. So I'm really excited to see people who actually know how pinball works take on some challenges like this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, if you're just joining us, this is Power Up with Pride supporting the Trevor Project. And if you're not familiar with the Trevor Project, let's talk about what they do. So for the last 20 years, Trevor has worked to save young lives by providing support through their free and confidential crisis programs on platforms where young people spend their time, online and on the phone. Trevor Lifeline, Trevor Chat, Trevor Text, and Trevor Space. They also go beyond our frontline crisis services to invest in education, outreach, and advocacy resources, which is all fantastic. So again, all of your donations make a huge difference. Thank you for donating. We're getting that pinball run set up, and we'll be back again soon.